Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Goddess Guidance. It is me, your goddess, Hestia Aphrodite, the voice from the divine realm. If you are new to this channel, please be sure to like and subscribe so that I can know and that our community can know. The Most High forgives. The universe forgives. I forgive. You forgive. But we will never forget. The Most High and the universe forgives. Therefore I forgive. Therefore you forgive. But we will never forget. We will never forget. We will never forget, because to forget is to place ourselves back in danger. So many of us have experienced extreme trauma at the hands of those who were supposed to love us the most. Our mother, father, brother, sister, cousins, neighbors, friends, lovers. Such harm has been committed by people who were supposed to protect us the most. And thank goodness for us to be tapped in enough that we were able to not only escape, to survive, but also to thrive and be at such a beautiful place of healing. And even if you are not at that place yet, maybe you just realized the danger that you were in and now you are planning your exit. Maybe you are on your healing journey, or maybe you are at a place of complete and utter peace with everything that has happened to you. We forgive them because that is the way. That is the way. Forgiveness is the way. Forgiveness has always been the way. And the caveat is I can forgive you, but I will never forget you, because I saw you. We saw you. And forget that I saw you, that other people saw you. You know who saw you the most? The Most High saw you. The universe saw you. Hence why we were notified. Because when you are connected, when you are tapped in, when you are highly spiritual, when you are divine, when you know who you are and you know your gifts, you know that safety is always around the corner. Always around the corner. Because you will always listen and be obedient to what the universe, the Most High, is communicating to you. So protection and covering, we don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. Now, may we have to heal from the things that we needed to be protected and covered from, for sure. Because trauma is real, and trauma can happen at any moment with anything, with any person, in any circumstance, because this is life. This is life. We would love to look at life as this utopian bubble, but that is not what this third dimensional plane is about. This human experience is a little ghetto. It's a little ghetto. It's the worst hood I ever been to, the world, the earth. The earth is the worst hood I have ever been to, because the ways in which you have to navigate spirits, having a human experience, and not all these spirits are benevolent. Some of these spirits are here to do harm. You know, I live by the golden rule. I live by the golden rule. I don't live by perfection. And I will never live by perfection, because perfection does not exist. I have flaws, shadows There are parts of me that I would prefer to hide, but thankfully, and being authentic, I allow myself to be completely me at all times when appropriate, right? But I allow myself to be me. So even my shadow parts, my shadow self, I embrace and I own her. She has no power over me because I have complete and utter power over her. So I am very flawed. I am not perfect. However, my goal in life as an illuminated being is to do no harm. To do no harm. That is the golden rule. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. I may have butchered that, but you know what I'm saying. To do no harm. To love others as you love you. The golden rule. But there are some spirits having a human experience, and their motto is to do all the harm in the world. They are here to cause chaos and destruction, to kill, steal, and destroy. So when you understand that there are spirits having a human experience with different agendas and assignments, you forgive. You forgive, but you don't forget. You never forget that spirit. You never forget that face. You will never forget that energy. You will never forget that frequency. You will never forget that feeling that you felt around that person. You will never forget the noise you heard around that person. You will never forget that vision that you saw about that person, that dream, or that revelation that comes with evidence in the physical world. You will never forget, because to forget is to put yourself back in danger. So put yourself back in an abusive situation. And again, you can be empathetic and compassionate and loving and still wish people no harm and ask for 50 feet. One of my favorite housewife sayings, I love housewives, just so everyone knows. One of my favorite Real Housewife sayings come from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And there was this particular episode where the queen, the empress, Nene Leakes said to Tanya, and I love Tanya, by the way. She's like the sweetest person in the world. And I actually have the opportunity to meet her in person. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. So beautiful. And I had the opportunity to meet Portia. Just the epitome of the goddess of love and beauty. But to reel it in, Nene said, "Give me 50 feet on Paul." That's what she said. She said, "Give me 50 feet on Paul." And I just thought that was hilarious. So now, and Paul, she was referring to Tanya's partner at the time. They were having an argument about something that Nene said, and she was no longer interested in the conversation. And she said, "Give me 50 feet on Paul," meaning I just don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't care. Right? That's my saying. I say that all the time when I'm no longer interested. Give me 50 feet on you. Give me 50 feet on a situation. I'm no longer interested. Give me 50 feet. Boundaries. I need separation. I can forgive you and give me 50 feet. Give me 50 feet because I cannot take your energy. Or rather, I will not tolerate your energy. I will not tolerate your abuse. I will not tolerate your actions. I will not tolerate your fakeness. And I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are to me. In the flesh. Because this is an episode for another day. It's a complete difference between individuals that you are connected to by flesh and the people who you should be connected to in the spirit. So just because someone is connected to you by blood does not mean that they are connected to you in the soul. And that's why it doesn't work. That's why there's so much collision. That's why there's so much abuse. And that's why the relationship is dysfunctional. Because that person that you are calling your mother is not your mother in the spirit. They might be your mother in the flesh and by blood. But you have a mother in the spirit. That friendship that you have been holding on to for years simply because y'all shared pacifiers at one point in time, or y'all was sharing Dunkaroos in the lunchroom. I don't know, because I mean we used to eat Dunkaroos when I was in the 5th grade, so I guess, right? But Welch's fruit snacks, whomever. I might be aging myself with this, but whatever, right? You're holding on to that friendship because of time. You're not holding on to that friendship because this is soul connection. Even people in college. Yeah, maybe we partied together. Sure. Maybe we even went through an extremely spiritual and divine process with each other. And the person that I've become and the spirit that now dwells within my vessel, the ascension that my soul has now had, no longer sees eye to eye with you. We are no longer vibrating on the same frequency. Therefore, I love you. I care for you. And give me 50 feet. Give me 50 feet. Simply because I know to give you complete access to me may harm me. That relationship that you once had, you're a completely different person when you enter that relationship, because we should be growing at all times. And that's the number one reason why relationships crumble, because we are constantly changing. We should be changing. We should consistently be evolving. And hopefully we have a partner that we can evolve with forever. In union, that does not always occur. So sometimes you have to let go of relationships. Sometimes you have to let go of relationships that are no longer in alignment with your soul today. So again, God forgives. The universe forgives. Therefore, I forgive. But we will not forget. Until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.